What's up, beauties? Let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to be using my Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer. You all know me, this is my favorite primer for the skin because I am super oily. So summertime, I need to be matte. Alright, so here's the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This is actually a little sample that came with some stuff I bought from Sephora. But I really like it. It's super hydrating. I really like the formula. It just kind of makes my skin feel kind of refreshed, and I really do like that on the skin, especially for the summertime. So here I'm just going to apply some clear gloss. It doesn't matter what kind, if you have like a lip mask or lip balm, whatever. I just didn't want my lips looking crusty on camera. So here, you definitely don't have to do this, but because I have bought these 3 different foundations, which are from Maybelline New York, the Fit Me collection. The first one I applied, I'm not exactly sure of the shade, but they'll all be in the description box, but it's like I guess this one is like the dewy plus smooth, and then the other 2 darker shades are the matte and poreless, which I really do love these foundations. Love the formula, love the color payoff. Very yellow tone based foundations, but I feel like I'm kind of yellow tone. I'm kind of neutral, so they really work out good for me. But you definitely don't have to use these 3 foundations. I was trying to match my color, and it was like every color I had just did not match perfectly. So I bought all 3 and said, hey, why not mix them all and see what I get? So that's what I did. But you definitely don't have to do that. Just pick whatever foundation you like to wear, your everyday foundation, whatever. Blend that baby in, and you're good to go. I'm just going to use my damp beauty blender to buff all of that in. The lighter foundation I did use seemed to make my skin look a little bit lighter, which kind of gave it like an underneath highlight to the skin without really even adding any concealer at all, which I kind of like that technique because I feel like I can use it when I don't want to really wear like a lot of makeup. So yeah, so here is the e.l.f. foundation palette. This one is the medium dark one, and I'm using the top left shade, which is the lightest one in the palette. I'm going to use that one for basically like a concealer highlighter type of thing. This concealer is a drugstore palette, runs for about $6 I think, but the coverage payoff is not really that great. It doesn't really cover up a lot, but I feel like if you want something that's lightweight for the summer, I feel like it's a great concealer for just that, especially if you don't want to cover anything, if you don't have any dark circles and stuff like that, you just kind of want something there, that works. I'm going to use the 2 darker shades at the bottom. One is, the first one I use on the left is warmer, and the other one on the right is a lot cooler, but I mixed those 2 to create like a contour / bronzy kind of thing. Just going to blend that in with that beauty blender. Because this is summertime, I really love luminous, glowy skin. So I'm thinking, more creams, more liquids, less powder. So that's what I did there. So instead of taking all of the powders that I usually use in bake, I said, why not just go straight in with some creams, see what we get. I know a lot of you might say, yo, you're oily, I'm oily. I get it. So just make sure, use a really nice primer. Just try to not use as much powder, especially if you really want that luminous skin. Because for me, using powders, it just takes away all the glowiness to it. So it's like, you know what? I need the creams, I need the liquids. Let me not use as much powder. But just in case, whatever you're doing throughout the day, if you cannot do this step, especially just do what you gotta do. Use your powder. Don't freak out. So here I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is my all-time favorite concealer. It is a high-end concealer. Runs for about $28 from Sephora or wherever they sell them at. $28, about 30 bucks. Full coverage, lightweight. Love it. Love the payoff. This is a medium dark warm, I think. You guys know me. I use the same products all the darn time. Not going anywhere. The concealer is going to stay. As you can see, I did show you guys how I was blending all of the contour and the highlight together by using the bottom of my beauty blender. So here is the Wet n Wild Full Coverage Powder, pressed powder. This one is in the color tan. I was going to use my Airspun powder, but I didn't want it to be too whitish looking. Usually I blend it in, but I just kind of wanted to go with something else different. So I like this kind of powder. Works good. It does the job. I really like it. Here I'm using my Morphe M501 and my Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter. I'm going to start off by using a brush, but then I was like, you know what, let me take my finger and see what we get. And I got a little bit of a more balm highlight, so I like using my finger sometimes. Alright, so here I'm taking my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz using my Sephora number 36 brush. Oh my god, when I say I love this brush, I cannot get enough of this brush. I love it. You can use it for bronzer, highlight, just any freaking thing. It's a do-it-all type of brush. I love it. It's lightweight. It's like really feathery. Love it. I love using this highlighter all over the face. I feel like it's not really like a standout highlighter. I just feel like it gives you like a luminous glow to the skin. So that's why I kind of basically apply it everywhere. So yeah. So here I'm taking the Black Radiance Pressed Bronzer. Gosh, I think this one is in Cocoa or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. Just check the description box. It'll definitely be down there below. But I've been really liking doing this step using a duo fiber brush. I just feel like it gives you like a seamless contour without being too harsh. And then I'm just going to take I think this is Golden Almond that I'm applying now. I'm just going to add that as like a regular bronzer. You guys know the deal. Same as always. Haven't found a bronzer that's kind of taking the cake. So I'm going to keep using that one. So for brows, this is a new product I've been trying. This is the NYX waterproof, long-lasting eyebrow gel stuff that you guys have been telling me to try out. So here it is. My eyebrow routine kind of changed when I'm using this product because it's not a pencil, so I kind of have to do them differently because I have thin brows and they are kind of really hard to work with sometimes. But this is in the color Espresso, and thank you guys so much for recommending this to me. I love it. It's a great product, great for when you want to swim. Your eyebrows are not going anywhere. So this concealer is from NYX. This is in the color Tan. I'll leave the numbers beside the product name in the description because I don't remember, sorry. And I'm just going to use it to carve out my brows. Here I'm using the Exposed Crown eyeshadow palette. I just really like this yellow shade in particular than any other palette that I have. I just really like how matte and yellow tone it is. It reminds me of like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder. So this is kind of like a dupe for it, but for the eyes. It's an eyeshadow, but no rules to makeup. If you want to use it for under your eyes, do what you gotta do. So going into the Morphe 350 matte palette, taking my favorite crease color. You guys know me. This is a Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush. This is the biggest and most fluffy brush I have for the eyes. I feel like this is the best way I can apply my transition color without being too choppy with it. Because like I told you guys before, I don't have a defined crease. My eyes are kind of weird. I have extra skin. They kind of flap over one another. So with this technique I'm about to show you, using this dark brown shadow from the 350 matte palette, I'm following my natural crease lately. So my natural crease is very high. For the ones that might say it's not really up there, okay, come over here and see. Because my crease is so high up and it's like my lids. I don't know, my eyes, like I said before, my eyes are just really weird. Like, it's so funny how my eyes are shaped. But God bless me with these eyes, so I have to make it work. So my darkest colors for the crease kind of go a little bit above. And I try to blend it below so it won't look too crazy. But this is how I have to do it when I want to define my crease now. So I kind of make it work. I'm going to take that Topaz highlighter again from Becca. And I'm going to use that one as my lid shade. I know some of you might say, oh my gosh, she does the same eyeshadow looks. I get it, because I know I do. Sometimes I like to stay around my neutrals and warm colors and golds. I know I'm at fault, but I am working on bright colors. I'm working on a video right now with some color, I promise. Jumping into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, I'm taking Summer Yum, and I wanted to add a little bit more warmness and redness back to the eye. I felt like I was getting a little bit too dead eye looking, so I'm just basically going to put this all over the crease, in the crease, outside the crease, the horizon of the crease, all of that, because I wanted to make it look more like a brush, a wash of color, instead of making it look like, you know, a crisp eyeshadow look. I kind of want it to look, when I think of summer eyeshadow, I think of nothing perfect. I think of just brushed on, smoked out shadow and just call it a day. Not dark eyeshadow, but like golds or some kind of earthy tone colors. I'm just going to take that Laura Geller Gilded Honey again. I'm going to put that on my brow bone and my little inner corner tear ducts. Alright, so I'm just going to take that Topaz highlighter again from Becca and just sweep that underneath the eye just to kind of fill in the little gaps. And then we're going to move back into the 350 matte palette. I'm going to be picking up this dark, reddish, earthy tone shade using one of the Elysium brushes. I'm picking up the shade because I just wanted to add a little bit more definition to the outer corners, the top and bottom. I just felt like it was looking a little bit too like blah, so I needed a little bit more intensity. It did make it look a little bit more redder than I wanted it to, but I still think it was pretty. I still feel like it worked out nice. Then I'm just going to intensify that highlight on the brow bone one more time. After blending, we kind of got washed out. Then I'm just going to take this Revlon eyelash curler. I love this eyelash curler. I know before I said I wouldn't curl my lashes, but I've been really digging it lately. Just got to be careful. I'm going to clean up that fallout, and then we're going to be using the Southern Beauty Missy lashes. These are my favorite lashes, and no, I'm not saying it because, you know, but they're my favorite. They are cruelty-free mink lashes. They do come with the little things on the side that I was showing you that you have to cut off. I just feel like that's a better way that you can customize them to where they will fit your eye shape. So every time you wear them, you can wear them up to 25 times. So they will fit your eyes every time you wear them. I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara in Blackest Black. And also check out my discount code in the description box. Use code FACEOVERMATTER, all caps. You can get 15% off of your lashes. So make sure you guys do that. Love these lashes. These are great lashes. Beautiful lashes. They really do make a difference. And yes, shout out to the quality here. I really got up close so you guys can see how I was applying my lashes. I feel like you guys will get a kick out of that. So there you go. Now that I have no nails, we'll talk about that. I have no nails right now, so I'm going to take that advantage, and I'm just going to squeeze my lashes together so I don't see where my real lashes and false lashes start and begin. I'm going to just set my lips and start off with a lip liner. This is the Milani lip liner in 09 Spice. Y'all know I was going to use my regular cork from MAC, but I was trying to keep it kind of low end today, so that's what I did. So for lips, I'm using the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the color Platform. I just used a little bit of it because they were super pigmented, and I'm really not into like ashy nude lips. So I really did want to like kind of ombre it a little bit. So I'm just going to go back in with my lip liner and just kind of blend it and make it kind of like a nice ombre, not too ashy kind of lip color. And I think it really, really complimented the eyes. So let me know what y'all think. I like it though. Then I'm just going to add a little bit more of my Laura Geller Gilded Honey to my Cupid's bow, just to highlight those eyes. Then I'm taking this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cashmere, I think it is. This is basically like a shimmery golden eyeliner. Just thought I needed something in the waterline. And then this is a Jordana Cat Eye Liner. This one is in the color Future. Just thought I could add some glitter to the inner corner of the eyes, which I thought was really nice. Once it dried, it's really pretty. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter to my lip. This just kind of helps it look a little bit pouty. And then I wanted to show you guys sort of like a dupe. The color is almost identical. This is the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. And I was doing a little swatch on my hand so you guys could see it. But these are really good quality liquid lipsticks from the drugstore. I think these are about $8 or $9, maybe even $6 if I'm not mistaken. But yes, love it. So this is the finished look. And also guys, and make sure you guys, if you see the turbans behind me and on my head, these are from Trendy Turban. Make sure you guys check out the side below. The one I had on and some of the few in the back are from her new summer collection, which I will leave all the names of those in the description box so you guys can use my code and get some money off. Do that for me. Here I'm just showing you guys how I get my hair, because my hair is sort of having like a curl pattern now, because before it was just kind of like doing its own thing. So now it kind of curls. So what I used before was just a little bottle of water just to get it wet so you guys can see what I do with my hair from scratch. So you guys will think I'm cheating or whatever. I'm just going to use the Silk Elements foaming lotion just to kind of get the hair a little bit more damp, and I feel like this helps from keeping the gel flaky in my hair and not too hard. So that's what I do. So here I'm using this Eco Styling Gel, just going to take a little bit at a time. And what I like to do is just define my curls that are already there. That's all I'm doing. I'm just taking little pieces by piece, just kind of twisting and twisting and twisting. The ones up front are a little bit thicker, so I'll kind of take those in a bigger bundle. But the ones in the back and on the side, I kind of take a little bit more individually, just to kind of focus the curls a little bit more, because my hair tends to get a little frizzy. So yeah, I needed to make it a little bit tighter. So that's just kind of how I style it. A lot of you were asking on my Instagram today actually how I style it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go on and show y'all what I'm doing. So here's a little back of my head. Someone told me my head looked like Roman noodles. Oh my God, that joke is so old. Ha ha he he. Get it out. So yeah, this is what it is. Curly Q. I'm definitely going back black pretty soon. I'm kind of over the blonde hair, to be kind of honest with you. But I'll keep it for now. I'm about to go to the beach, so I said, why not be a little blonde head at the beach? Be kind of cool. I can always go back black. But yes, I am natural for those who ask. Have been natural for about 3 months now, and it's the best thing I could have ever done with my hair. So yeah, I'm loving being natural right now. It's super easy to maintain, especially because it's short. It's definitely easy to maintain. I can get quick little hairstyles and be on the go, or I can just throw a hat on or a turban. Y'all know me, I love my turbans. So yeah, I'm just gonna rub down my edges just to kind of make it a little bit more stylish. Because I wasn't gonna put a turban back on, I just wanted to show you both turban and no turban. So that's what I did. So this is basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hair video and makeup video. I'm definitely gonna put out that color-eyed video pretty soon. Oh, I forgot I even did this. This is just hair grease. You can add some hair grease just to help your hair grow. This argan oil hair grease, that's all. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.